My home is absolutely far from perfect. I only have one bathroom. The layout is wonky. I have no garage. The basement scares me, but still, I love my home. And here are some ways I show gratitude for my home, even if it isn't perfect. Valentine's Day is a great reminder to appreciate the home you already have. I notice what's working. Despite all its weird corners and choppy layout, instead of focusing on what's unfinished, I intentionally notice what's supporting our life and the season we're in right now. Whether that's a playroom, a homeschool space, and sure, I don't have a proper office, but we make it work. Appreciating what currently works and showing gratitude for your home is a magnet for miracles. I may not have a proper office, but we're making it work. And if I choose to focus on the things that are not exactly aesthetic or complete, it can be a pain point and frustration. Rather, when I focus on what I'm grateful for and the things that work, it actually makes things feel better and can even be an inspiration. Not to mention, we have a roof over our head, and that absolutely counts for something. Gratitude starts with simply noticing. Another way I show love to my home is by caring for the home that I have, not the one I'm imagining. Imagining? What in the world? Not. I care for the home that I have, not the one I'm imagining. I stop waiting for a future version of my home that I'll love. I stop wishing, if only I had this, I'll be happy. If only I had that, it'd be better. Because unfortunately, that's not my reality, but that's okay. I show love to the home that I'm in right now by taking care of it. Care in the moment helps to build appreciation. And if we're faithful with the little, we will also be faithful when we have more. I also thank God for the ordinary. The fact that I have running water, beds to sleep in, heat, all of those things matter, even if the layout isn't exactly perfect or we're all waiting to use the restroom. The ordinary things can actually make the biggest difference. I clean a small area as an act of thanks, not to perfect it, but to honor it. I'm thankful for the home that God has given me. Therefore, I clean it to show gratitude. When cleaning comes out of appreciation instead of pressure, it becomes so much easier. Caring for our homes is absolutely a form of gratitude. I also pause and take in the moment. A quiet room, some morning lights, a beautiful sunset, shared laughter, family dinners. Noticing these things deepens the love for our home, even if it's not exactly our dream home. Gratitude changes perspective every single time. I also speak kindly about my home. Are there some things I would love to improve? Absolutely. But criticizing my home, it's going to get me nowhere. And comparing it, forget about it. Comparison is the thief of joy. So no negative self-talk about my lack of bathrooms or office. Instead, I appreciate what I actually have. Anyway, words shape how we experience things. The more negative we speak about our home, the more negativity we are to draw into those spaces. I end the day grateful and not critical. At the end of the day, I look around for something to be grateful in my home. Even if it's something small, it doesn't matter. It's just the act itself that counts. I choose to acknowledge what worked out and what went well instead of what didn't. Gratitude helps to close the day in a positive manner, no matter how many things went wrong. Loving your home starts with appreciating it. And don't forget, when we give thanks, things tend to multiply. And sometimes loving our home can feel difficult only because we don't have the systems to run our homes that actually stick. If you want to find out how to do that, then check out this video here and I'll meet you there right now. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, to God be the glory. Bye.